What's up, guys? It is quickly approaching 9 a.m. Surely by the time I am done with this, it will be. I have not slept yet. This is how I usually do these videos. This is my late night thoughts. So, got some stuff on my mind. Context. I believe, at least, am getting over some bad injuries that I've had. Mentally getting over it really kept me down for a while, and I'm starting to pay more attention to the things that I wasn't. I think it really kept me distracted from the things that matter. And I knew that, but I thought that it was all that mattered. So anyway, I'm coming out of that, I think, and it's really up to me to make that decision, and I have decided that I am. Therefore, I am. Also, this is the squeakiest freaking chair in the world, so I'm going to try not to do that too much. Very annoying. And so now that I'm thinking this way, and this is brand new, this has been a few days in the works, and the timing always aligns with as things happen. So right now the college semester's ending. I've been going out a bunch in the college town nearby. I'm not even in college. This has been a whole thing. I think I'm writing a film based on what I've been doing recently and my realizations, and it'll be a fun little movie. I think that might come to fruition. But anyway, I am starting to realize, I know this has taken a minute to get to my point, but trust me, we're there. Getting kind of old. Getting kind of old out here. And haven't done the things I want to do yet. And I know there's still time, but I'm realizing I need to get after it. And I haven't been. And the people around me would like to really hammer home just how much I haven't been. And I get that. I'm not worried. I know what I've been dealing with. I know how impactful it's been on me, how heavy it's been. And you got to carry that weight, as they say in Cowboy Bebop. Was not ready with that reference, but that's what came to me. But it's true. You got to move on. Things get better. You got to believe that, and that's what I'm choosing to do. You make choices of how you live your life, and that's what I'm choosing. Although I don't choose to stay up all night so often, but yet I do. Hell, that kind of caused the issues I'm living in right now. And here I am. So, you got to choose to also break your bad patterns. Working on that. Working on that part. So anyway, I am just realizing, so I was on Facebook, which I'm never on Facebook. I was on Facebook for the one sole reason I use Facebook, other than looking for jobs in the film industry, which it's pretty good for. I was using Marketplace. I'm trying to make some cha-chang, 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 and sell my junk. And I saw a girl that I grew up with holding her baby, who's like 2 years old. And for the longest time, when I would see people my age with babies, I'd just be like, oh, you poor soul. No offense to anyone, truly. I have lots of friends that have kids. Not on purpose, but they do. And I would just think, wow, that's crazy. That's insane. I am now approaching the age where that's not crazy. I'm 24. I just turned 24 a month ago. A little more, actually. And yeah, we're reaching the age where I'm reaching the age, and this is for people my age also, and near and around, above and behind my age. We're reaching the age where it's not crazy to have a family. And I'm not there. in my life. Let me fucking expose myself. I'm gonna curse. I try not to with these videos, but I'm gonna curse because this is how I talk. I have a Pink Floyd poster with Butt Cheeks on my wall from freshman year of college that's never gone anywhere. I have video games on my floor that I'm trying to sell. Like my atmosphere in my room is like, oh, what's this? And you look and it's like Zelda. Okay? Over the Hedge on Game Boy or GameCube. This is not what your dad does. I mean, maybe your dad does. No, my dad did. Like, you don't wake up and look over and go, oh yeah, there's my stack with Ultimate Alliance. There's all this nerd shit. But my point is, like, what I'm doing with my life and what people who have kids right now are doing. And so there's more of a point to this than just having kids. Like, I don't want to have kids for quite a while, at least another 4 years. Which is, the last 4 years has gone so fast. The last 2 years has been a blip, has been a, might I say, mistake. I've accomplished very little, but I think I'm learning my lesson. But I've been beat down mentally and now physically and not handling it the best. And everyone tried to tell me along the way, but you know, the only way to learn it is to learn it yourself. Having somebody tell you something, that's not very effective, especially not for me. But I'm out here. And I'm not super like boo-hoo, boo-hoo. But I did still want to make a video to try to talk about this because certainly some people will relate. And also I kind of want to talk about it. I don't have anywhere to talk about it other than right here. But yeah. I was thinking about what I should be doing with my career, where I want to be living. I'll admit it, I'm living at home again. After college, I moved back home. I moved to Florida for a little bit, and then I moved back home again. That was not what was supposed to happen at all. It's very upsetting. It happened at the same time as the injury, literally. Right when I got my shit together, right when I came over, or overcame, my mental afflictions, which were silly in hindsight, but I was going through something that I had never gone through before. Never really had a heartbreak in person, at least. I've had a weird life, undoubtedly. And even though it was weird, and again, I've had a weird life, it was not exactly your typical. Nothing I've really ever done has been your typical anything. That's been my life. But I was also very stuck on how I had spent my past, and that really dragged me down. So I don't do that anymore. I learned from that, and I do not do that anymore. I could, but what the hell's the point? I learned that's the most futile thing you can do. Thanks in large part to this book, which I always like to flash this book every chance I get. Power of now. The power within. The power within. That's from SpongeBob. Again, I'm not a dad. How are these people my age parents? Wild. They're still posting TikToks. And they're raising children. We live in a different fucking day and time and era, man. These girls are still going to the club and they got toddlers. I guess that's normal. I guess. Not making this video to judge. Just blows my mind. But I'm reaching the age where people are getting married and then having kids. Honestly, actually, no, I don't know a single person who's done that. Maybe that speaks to where I live, because usually economic situation and children born out of wedlock is... Anyway, what am I talking about? I'm just egging to offend somebody. That is true though, but that's not my point at all. Um, that's not always the case, obviously, but it kind of is pretty common. But anyway, yeah, I want to go back to Florida. I want to get after it with my career. And I was thinking I should start putting myself out there and start filming stuff. Why not? Now, I had another injury. These are the two that bother me the most. I also fucked up my knees and elbow, and those hurt a lot when I use them. Sucks. That was more than a year ago. That one. That was the first one. So it was a succession of like boom, 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 really shitty injuries all in a year's time. It's been a hell of a year, man. To be 23 and have debilitating issues, health issues that never existed that you weren't born with. And I was born with plenty of other issues. Tummy? Oh, hard to find a worse tummy. I mean, not actually. Some people can't digest anything, but not great. Amongst other things, my brain has always been trying to kill me. It hasn't succeeded, though. Too resistant. I'm too, what's the word? Resistant. It's not the word. It's like a stat in video games. But anyway, that's what I am. And the hell was I starting to say? This is why making videos this early is a problem. Shit. I was going somewhere, swear. Just put myself out there making stuff, I was saying. Oh, so anyway, I shake a bit now because of the car wreck. So I'm thinking I want to get out there and make videos, but I kind of shake. So it's completely in my way, but I thought I shouldn't let that stop me. I should try anyway. They make steady cams. I took one camera class in film school, and I was the only person in there that was not a cinematographer that the teacher told was a natural. And I really, really wish I had done more with that because it's so applicable to getting jobs. The two jobs are hands down the easiest to get and make a lot of money in the film world and entertainment world are camera work and editing. And those are the two things I took the least of because I went for writing and directing, the two most difficult things other than maybe acting to get work in. Hell, getting acting work might be easier, to be honest. To be honest, depends because there's such a range of acting work. There's a range of directing work also, but still. So, what am I getting at here? Just that, like, it's weird to come to terms with how much time has passed. Like, very weird. These past 2 years have been so fucking weird. And by weird, I mean I've just wasted incalculable amounts of time. So here's something that I do, and I'll tell you guys to not do. Hang on a second. Did you see my ass? Maybe. So, yeah. Sorry, it's getting hot out, which means the body's like allergies. I don't know. So, I have, and I do it on these videos, I'm doing it right here, right now. Like, I try to break down everything that's ever happened in my life. It's really always been a problem. And I always want to share everything, which is why I'm making this channel. But I also want to talk about things because I have a lot of experience with them to try to help people and myself at the same time. We'll see how that goes. But I want to like reflect on everything very, very, very deeply. It's just a waste of time. I stay up every night doing it, making videos or writing in my journal, and it's a waste of time. I know a lot of people swear by that, journaling and all this, but and venting and opening up to people. But you know, I heard this lady say on Joe Rogan, I've seen the video many times. I saw it again recently. She said, I think I just said this in my last video, the more you talk about and think about your problems, the more they're going to bother you, the more they're on your mind. Naturally. Makes total sense. Makes total sense. But, so I think the best thing to do is to not do that, not think about them, not talk about them. More than you need to. More than you absolutely need to. If you absolutely need to, maybe that's different, but Lord knows I haven't, but I've done that so much. And the injuries drove me crazy. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've been saying it forever, but I really kind of mean it now. So, moral of the story, I think I just made it. Also, you know, I'm looking at what I could do with my life. I want to get out of here. I got a bit too attached to going out here in the college town the past couple months. It's been fun. I did it right at the end of the school year because I was so bothered by my issues earlier in the year, and I couldn't get out early enough. I'd sleep too much and feel like crap. I'd sleep too late, which is exactly what I'm doing today. I've had a thing I've needed to take my car in for like 2 weeks now. Oh my God. And I haven't because I've been sleeping like dog shit. It's why I've missed my doctor appointments. It's why I've missed so many things. It's why I've had trouble with certain jobs and many other things. Well, actually, that one's a bit different. I was sleeping pretty okay. But, you know, in school, and it's just, I stay up because I'm thinking about shit, or I'm doing shit. So maybe it always comes back to thinking. Who knows? Maybe I need to read my book again that I think I know everything about. Maybe I need to get back into this. I've never actually finished it. Been recommending it for years. Been recommending it for like 3 or 4 years, and I actually have not finished it. So, life's funny. I'm continuing to learn and grow and evolve, and I want to really evolve. I feel much more positive recently. I think it's got something to do with these supplements that I've been taking. Maybe not, but it kind of happened at the same time. Maybe they're placebo, but if they are, works amazing. This is getting to be a long video, which means the odds of someone watching it are shrinking, but that's okay. If anything, it'll serve as a time capsule. I was a bit open in this video. It's me being tired and careless. Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn about my reputation. There's not the beat of that song, though. This is about all the money I have to my name right now. I need to make some fucking money today. So I should go to sleep. Because I want to go out this weekend. It's the last weekend of the school year. There's still some people around. We gotta see how the story ends. Not the end of my story, but the end of the story here. Because like I said, we're making a little movie. And life's a movie. Your life's a story. Your life's a movie. What kind of movie would it be? Would it be interesting? Or would it be boring? Mine's been super boring until I started doing this. But it's also kind of interesting. Story of struggle. I said to my friend who's been really encouraging me to get off my ass, which I appreciate. I said, well, actually about this, about it being a story. And he said, yours is really shitty. Yours is really sucky right now. And I said, this is the natural arc of every story. Batman rises up out of the pit. He ascends from the pit. Batman ascends up out of the pit. The Dark Knight rises. Dark Knight rises. Don't. All right. Well, anyway, I like that reference. Batman ascends from the pit. I love Batman. So that makes me feel pretty cool. Pretty powerful. The Batman poster right there. Oh, that's The Dark Knight, matter of fact. Anyway, 20 minutes. This is now my longest video. That's absurd. We're being a bit aimless out here, but I'm going to start making videos. Not just on this channel. This channel is kind of my like, what are we doing? And if you look at my older videos, you can see that's a kind of broken guy who's trying really hard to act like I got my shit together and I'm going to give advice to you. But really, every single thing I'm talking about is the thing that I think I just figured out that I've been deeply struggling with. So now you know. Anyway, I want to start making skits and working on my film stuff, which I was having a hard time being motivated for. Because I was not getting into fests, but I never actually finished it all the way. I wasn't motivated to do anything. I let my Etsy store tank, so I wasn't making any cash. Because of the injury, man. But like I said, that's over. The Dark Knight rises. Batman ascends up out of the pit, out of the deep, dark pit. Out of the hole in the ground, he flies up and out like a bat. Like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory when he hits that button in the elevator. When they fly over the city. Whoa. And he's like, Gene Wilder, why did they replace you with Johnny Depp and give you daddy problems? Why does Willy Wonka have daddy issues in the Tim Burton movie? And he's like, gee, I don't know, Charlie. Why does your dad screw caps on the toothpaste bottles now? What a weird job to have. Anyway, I need to go to sleep. Have a beautiful, blessed life. If you've enjoyed this video and watched the whole thing, then my channel must have blown up or something, because there's no reason you'd watch me talk for 22 minutes and 6 seconds other than that. But maybe I'll watch this again. I'm sure I will. And that'll be something. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. My next videos should be a whole lot shorter, but they might not be. Maybe you'll like the long videos. Who knows? Maybe you won't. Not my problem. But if you did, like it. Hit that button. Hit all the buttons, all the good ones. And subscribe and stuff. Alright, peace out.